Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Happy to Do It, where we are happy to talk all things AWS managed services. We have Bappa back on the show with us, and we are going to be digging in a little bit deeper into automation, which is a key pillar of the program's technical validation process. Bappa, welcome back. So let's get right into it. Bappa, why is automation so important for MSPs?
Yeah, sure. In my experience, Betty, automation is not just a technical improvement. It's a strategic necessity for the next-gen MSPs. When I look at MSP operations, automation allows them to transform from a reactive problem solver to a proactive technology partners. By implementing intelligent automations, MSPs can dramatically reduce manual intervention, minimize human errors, and accelerate the service delivery. Take customer onboarding, for instance. Instead of spending hours manually configuring cloud services, MSPs can now use automation that provision infrastructure, apply security policies, and integrate monitoring in minutes, not hours. This not only improves their operational efficiency, but also significantly enhances the customer experience. Moreover, automation enables the MSP to scale services without potentially increasing their workforce. This is a great advantage for them. Through automation, MSPs can manage more customers with less effort through a single pane of glass, provide consistent service quality, and free up their team to focus on strategic initiative rather than getting stuck with repetitive tasks. From a business perspective, this translates to a lower operational cost, faster incident response, and the ability to offer more competitive pricing. This directly impacts both profitability and customer satisfaction, the two critical success factors in the managed services industry. So, to summarize everything, in today's technology-driven market, MSPs that don't embrace automation risk becoming obsolete.
It makes a lot of sense, and especially as we think about, we did an episode a while back with Christine about SMB customers. Yeah. Automation is key, not only for the partner, but also for the customer in that use case. So what are the most common use cases for automation in the AWS cloud for managed service providers?
That's a fantastic question, Betty, about MSP automation. So while the possibilities for automation are virtually endless in cloud managed services, I have found that successful MSPs typically focus their initial automation efforts on 5 key critical areas that deliver the most immediate and substantial impact.
That's super interesting. Could you actually deep dive each of those in detail for us?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with the cloud foundation, where infrastructure provisioning through infrastructure as code and a standardized landing zone set the baseline for consistent operations with automated compliance and governance checks. This ensures compliant environments across all customer base. Next is observability, implementing automated log aggregations and intelligent alerting systems with correlation capabilities for proactive monitoring and faster incident resolution. Next, if we look into the specific ITL practices or processes, it's really essential to automate the backup and the DR processes. Adopt AIOps for anomaly detection, implement self-healing mechanisms, and established automated maintenance workflows like patching and configuration management. This minimizes manual intervention and improves the service reliability. Security remains paramount in today's managed services landscape. MSPs must implement comprehensive security automation, focusing on continuous security posture assessment, automated threat detection and response, and systematic lifecycle management of identity and access management policies. Last but not the least, cost optimization. Cost optimization needs to focus on automated resource right-sizing, instance scheduling, and unused resource cleanup to maintain the optimal cloud spend. Additionally, MSPs should also leverage AI/ML and generative AI technologies to automate and enhance these automations. But this can be a topic for the next interview.
We'll have to have a whole episode on that. Yeah, I love this. So finally, what are the best practices that the AWS MSP program has established around automation through the R validation checklist?
Yeah, sure. The AWS MSP validation checklist establishes automation best practices that MSPs must demonstrate across key operational areas. And I'm going to talk about a few of them today. For infrastructure and operations, it requires automated provisioning through infrastructure as code, dynamic configuration management aligned with AWS well-architected framework, and self-healing capabilities. In service management, MSPs must implement an automated DR process, automated ticket handling, incident response, agile change management, and a cloud-first DevOps practice. Security and compliance automation focuses on continuous assessment, monitoring, threat detection and remediation, and patch management. Cost management requires automated resource optimization and tagging enforcement. What's crucial is that this automation must be well documented, regularly tested, and continuously improved. This cannot be a one-time job. Many partners have found the checklist invaluable, not just for validation, but as a strategic resource to enhance their managed services practice. Even for partners not immediately pursuing the MSP validation, the checklist serves as an excellent blueprint for building a future-ready cloud managed services practice that delivers consistent, efficient, and secure outcomes for their customer.
I love that. Thank you again, Bappa, for joining us. I really like that you talk about the next gen managed services, which really should be called current gen at this point, because this is really the way that, that customers want to have their managed service providers be managing their cloud estate. So I love hearing that. We are going to continue to put out more content around how you can build your practice around automation. If you liked this video and you want to hear more, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and check the video description for some links to resources that talk specifically about automation and how to stand that up in your practice. And we will see you next time on Happy to Do It.